Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's Politi-tics on a Saturday night. I'm your host, Jake Johnson, and tonight we're going to go crazy. Tonight, we're going to go totally insane. We're going to jump up and down. We're going to break out the motor roll and the jumper cables and have ourselves a good time. We're going to talk about debate dishes. We're going to talk about forced intellectual impasse. And even in Arcadia, there I am. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend starting off so far? Me, I got some yard work done. I've been out cutting grass and moving limbs all day. Yeah, good day off. Kendra Woods in the house. She's first in chat tonight. And she says, hey, y'all, I made it. And Michael is out of the hospital. Yes. Hey, Michael, how are you? I hope you're doing well. And here's your gold star. You earned it. You deserve it. Amanda says, hi, Kendra. And hi, chat. Good to see you all. I hope everybody is doing well and having a good weekend. Hi, Jake. How are you tonight? Grassy. I'm grassy. Amanda says, that's awesome, Kendra. And welcome home, Michael. I hope you're doing better. Me too. Peppa Pig is in the house. She says, hi, I'm back, boys. There's a lot of ladies here, Peppa. Amanda says, hi, Peppa. And Peppa says, hi, Amanda. And Amanda says, female, she, her. I didn't know you were Iron Man. EEE's here. He says, hello, Abdullah. Hello, EEE. Assalamu alaikum. Amanda says, hi, EEE. And E says, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Patty says, hello. Hey, Patty. How are you? Hi, Tennessee. Glad you're here. Amanda says, hi, Patty. Patty says, hi, Amanda. E says, good night, all. Well, that was quick. Come on, man. Kendra says, thank you, Amanda. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks this time around. Well, I'm glad he's out. Did you get him a big old hamburger? Patty says, jukin'. Everybody's gone jukin'. Let's go jukin'. I wanna juke tonight. I used to play that song years ago. Amanda says, well, take good care of him, Kendra. And good night, EEE. LOL, I have an Iron Man. Female. F-E, male. Iron Man. Same thing, same word. Peppa Pig says, yo, I'm back. What's up, G? Kendra says, no, he had neck bones and rice for supper. Well, that's almost as good. Yes, neck bones and rice. Yummy. I ate McDonald's for dinner tonight. 2 McDoubles and a small fry. Your intro music sounds jukin'. Thank you. That's a good old feller there. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, but he's a old black guy, plays the harmonica. Very, very good. I probably should go get that name and put it somewhere. Amanda says, welcome back, Peppa. You're where you should be, Peppa. We all should be here. 14 of us. And 6 likes. Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe, share, support, join, and Super Chat is available in the chat box if you want to show a little love. Tonight's episode is brought to you by this lukewarm cup of coffee. Don't you want to have a cup of coffee and talk politics with old Jakester? If so, go to the kitchen, pour yourselves a nice hot cupper, and let's get this party rolling like it ought to be. If you, however, do not have a cup, you can get one in the description below. I recommend the first one. It's fantastic. It has my face on it. Amanda says, LOL, Jake, you are a McDouble and a small fry. I beg your pardon. How dare you? My fry ain't that small. Fab Daddy says, what's up, Fab Daddy? Good to see you. Linda Davis is here. She says, hey, everybody. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and Super Chat is available also. Hit that Cash App, $ Jake Johnson Band. Thank you, ma'am. Amanda says, hi, Linda, hun. Vibrating heart. Kendra says, okay, who else watched the debate besides me? Hopefully everybody. I saw it. What'd you think? Nate, what's up, buddy? He said, hey, Jake, hey, Untethered Live family. I'm sorry I have been gone. I am on my way home to Maine from Arkansas. We worked nights every day. How did you do that? I'm in Ohio for the night, on my way home. Well, safe journey, Nate, and I'm glad you're here, buddy. How are you doing, sir? I hope you're doing well. Or what, were you working a shutdown or something? Amanda says, hey, Fab Daddy. Kendra says, hey, Linda and Fab says, hi. And Amanda says, Nate. And Patty says, Jake, President Trump says no more debates. I don't blame him. Why would you want to go and subject yourself to a 3-on-1 battle where they're only going to talk down to you and insult you and then fact check every word you say, whether it's true or not, and not give that same attention to the other candidate? How much more rigged does it have to be before you go, you know what? I'm not playing this game anymore. I don't blame Trump a bit. Personally, I think you ought to get Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson, and take your pick, somebody else, Megyn Kelly, and let them three be moderators for a crowd of people to have another debate on a Republican news channel or on the internet, and let them take questions from the audience and have a Democrat also present so that they can ask questions of the Republicans and have a real debate like they used to do. This nonsense they're doing now is not a debate. That was a gotcha moment on television. That's it. And Linda Davis says, hey, Amanda and Kendra. And Nate says, Banhammer. What's up, Amanda? Colin Hill, the bill. What's up, buddy? He says, Jake, did God say one day you'll leave this world vehicle, so live a life you will remember? No, God never said that. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Amanda says, yeah, Patty, Trump says he's tired. I don't blame him. Amanda says, hi, Colin. Colin says, hey, Amanda. Patty says, I know, right? But they won't. They should. Nate says, yeah, shut down. Working at the Walmart distribution center, hooking up a massive air conditioners. How you been, boss man? I've been doing all right. I got some grass cutting done today and some limb moving, and I didn't do much, but I did something. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a big bonfire and burn all that stuff off, and pretty much that and this. That's all I do. I did get my 2 new guitars intonated finally, so there's that. They play much better now. Amanda says, and Kamala not have her earrings in. Yeah, she was wearing those Nova earrings, which are basically Bluetooth earbuds, but they clip onto your ear instead of go in your hole so that you don't look like you're wearing earbuds. Yeah, there was that. I don't know why people can't see through that nonsense, but they do. They seem to not understand. Kendra says, Trump is just tired of stupidity. I don't blame him. Muggy Juice, what's up? He said, hide your cats. People, immigrants are hungry. This is true. Amanda says, hi, Muggy. Muggy Juice says, hi, Amanda. Carla says, Jake, I'll be right back. All right. Before you get up for that final snack, I need you to know you're going to be right back. Nate says, hey, Linda. Peppa Pig says, I'm interested in drums. I know most things about them. Cool. I play drums. Somewhere on the internet you can see a picture of it. I don't know where, though. Somewhere. Amanda says, and Kamala's bullshit, talking about no troops in any battle areas. She is so full of shit. Troops are all over the place. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't actually know what you're talking about and you're just reading talking points. You tend to say things that are completely ignorant because there's absolutely troops in battle areas right now. Rumpa-pum-pum, says Fab Daddy. Hey, Don't be pum-pumming anybody's rump tonight. Amanda says, I have a video of you playing drums on my page. Well, there you go. Just Jake and his drum, says Fab Daddy. I'm always beating on something. And if I'm not beating on, I'm beating off something. Wait, what? Amanda says, LOL, Jake. You know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed. Anyway, so the debate was a sham, and ABC is getting hammered for it right now, by the way. Everybody's making videos about how ridiculously biased ABC is and how they shouldn't have done what they did. And there's word that Kamala's team was leaked the questions beforehand, so she already had answers prepared for everything. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what everybody's saying, and it wouldn't surprise me. They did it with Hillary Clinton and got caught doing it, so goes to show they do it again. They meaning the media, not ABC. I don't know if it was ABC or not. I can't remember. Nate says, ha-ha, someone's got to do it. That's right. Peppa Pig says, Kamala is a liar. She used artificial intelligence to promote herself. I don't doubt that one bit. She is a liar. All you got to do is listen to her talk to know that. Patty says, say you did and don't. Say I did and don't what? You did and don't. What are we talking about, Patty? Amanda says, even CNN is calling Kamala a liar. Yeah, you know you messed up when CNN calls you out and you're a Democrat. You know there's things going on then. They don't just do that. Fab Daddy says, a lot of people are saying it. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it, which tends to make me think it's true. I'll wait to see what comes out later, but, you know, if I had to put money on it, I'd say, yeah, they probably did it. Dana, she says, Kamala just repeated things that she had heard through fancy earrings. They were broadcasting messages into her brain. Greetings. Yeah, they were doing something, Dana, for sure. Amanda says, hi, Dana. Turkey smiley face. Nate says, I do wish Trump did a little better job. I agree. I think he did better than her, but just barely. I don't think that was his best performance. He looked tired to me, but look at what they've done to this man. He's been battling them for the past 8 years or better. He had everything he needed. Hammer home how she has been in office for the past 3.5 years and hasn't done anything she is talking about. He could have kept cool. Yeah, he should have kept cool. I agree with that. And I think that they did get under his skin a little bit, and I think he was a little defensive, and he shouldn't have been. He didn't keep his cool, like you said, and I think he should have. But it was a 3-against-1 battle. I could see why he was a little defensive. And also, you don't know what was said before they started filming. They could have been on his case big time and got him defensive. You never know. Peppa Pig says, that's crazy. CNN, an entire news channel, is roasting her? Yeah. Dana says, Amanda Hart. And Fat Daddy says, what do you think of Loomer? I don't know much about Laura Loomer. I know the name, and I've read a couple of things that she's written, but I don't know a lot about her. I don't know whether I trust her or not yet. I'm open to conjecture, though, if you want to tell me about her. He took on 3 at one time, says Patty. Agreed. Fab Daddy says, let's invite a 911 conspiracy person to the remembrance. Do you know what the difference between conspiracy and truth is, Fab Daddy? About 6 months. And everybody with a brain knows that. So, I don't know if you're referring to Laura Loomer, but I would say anybody human and alive that would show respect for the fallen of 9/11, it's okay in my book. I know people that didn't show up. I wouldn't care if Kanye West showed up. I mean, he's definitely a conspiracy person. But showing respect for the dead doesn't matter what you think. Amanda says, Trump has been going all over for court, campaigns, and rallies for the last year. It's got to catch up to anyone eventually. I agree. Yeah, I think he was just tired. Nate says, I get it. I can only imagine the amount of stuff running through his mind, right? And how many people say things to him that you don't ever hear on TV. I could imagine that he would be easy to get offended. You think Trump is bopping Loomer? Well, let's talk about conspiracies there, Fab Daddy. Weren't you just putting down conspiracy theorists? Do you have any evidence of what you speak? Or is that just a female person in the same room with a male person and you made the assumption yourself? Which is it? And by the way, have you seen Melania? I don't know if I would trade down. I'm just saying. Patty says Trump is not wanting Loomer. I wouldn't think so. I've never seen any evidence that he was a player other than when he was younger. Nothing recent. Patty says Loomer needs Trump. Well, unfortunately, I don't know much about her situation or what she's trying to achieve. So anybody want to fill me in on what Loomer's doing, I'd appreciate it. Dana says Kamala did not spend a second on giving any credit to Biden. As a matter of fact, she said, I am not Biden. She threw him under the bus, LOL. Well, yeah, the left eats its own, that's for sure. His type and Melania is not with Trump. How do you know? How do you know Melania is not with Trump? I just saw them together yesterday, so. Man, what's his type? You mean a neat freak, a germaphobe, plated in gold, blonde, buxom? I don't think that's Laura Loomer. Where did you hear that, Fab? Asks Amanda. And Fab Daddy said, where yesterday? It might not have been yesterday. It might have been Thursday. Anyway, the last time he was on TV and I saw them together. And I saw it on YouTube. Fab Daddy says, because it wasn't here in California. You do realize that Trump owns an airplane, right? He's not in California now either, I would imagine. And Amanda says, in California, Fab, she was with him. There you go. Patty says, Melania loves her husband, I believe. I believe she does, too. I also believe that their marriage is a marriage of business, that they made a decision to be together. I believe it helps both of them out. And I also believe that they have love for one another because I've seen them fight and I've seen them love on each other. That looks like a relationship to me. Queen Bird, welcome to the show. That's a bold statement. She is stuck with him for a lot of BS. What wife would stick around after the stormy crap? Right, Queen? Amy Elizabeth, she says, evening. Hey, Amy. Amanda says, hi, Amy. And Amanda says, hi, Queen, welcome. Fab Daddy says, that prenup would be interesting to read. If they have one. I hear you making a lot of assumptions there, Fab Daddy. Do you know they have a prenup? I think you might be letting your feelings about a person get in the way of critical thinking there. You don't know any of those things. You guarantee it? I wouldn't put money on things I didn't know, Fab Daddy. Queen Bird says, hi, Amanda. Turkey flour. bet me. I don't make foolish bets, Fab Daddy. I have no idea whether they have a prenuptial or not, and it would behoove me to make a suggestion that they did if I didn't know better. Amanda says they both are well off, and she has her own money and success. This is true. And if they have a prenuptial, it doesn't really make a lot of sense because they're both millionaires. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but Melania was quite a successful model before, and she owned a business selling stuff, merchandise of some kind, I don't know, jewelry or clothing or something like that, before they got married. And Amy says, what are we talking about? Well, currently we're dispelling misconceptions about the Trump marriage. Amanda says, Trump and Melania sitting in a tree. RUNNING. Patty says, and they have a son together, so they at least did it once. Queen Bird says, come on, people. Who would like living with a guy as funny as Trump? I would. Of course, he wouldn't like living with me, but I don't think Trump and I would get along very well. That being said, I think he's exactly the guy that we need to run the country because I think he sees things in that way. And he is super crazy rich, true. But I've known some rich people, and I can tell you the one thing they don't have a lot of, and that's money. I mean, they got money, yeah, but they can't get their hands on it. Peppa Pig says, fun fact. Do you know that if you press the accelerator and the brake in a car, it'll take a screenshot? No, it won't. But it might land you in a brick wall or up somebody's tail. Amanda says, I like a funny man. Patty says, he's funny as heck. I think he's naturally a natural comedian. I do think that. He's got great timing. Not the best communicator in the world, but then again, I don't know if that's true because though he speaks very simply, you have no doubt what he's saying. So he might be a master communicator. I'm just missing it for the lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Sophistication. Patty says, I do too, Amanda. Queen Bird says, Peppa Pig. Kendra says, or with a ticket. Right? What are we talking about? Dana says, I will not be shocked if there will be no elections in the U.S. I am seeing state of emergency to be declared and martial law following immediately after that. Military police state. Dana, we've been on the verge of that for quite a while, and it wouldn't surprise me to see that happen either. They came very close to it last election. And, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I don't want that to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Amanda says, a funny man who is successful and family-oriented, absolutely. Kendra says, he speaks what he thinks, good or bad. I agree with that. Queen Bird says, if anything, what he is, not covering up like most politicians. Oh, absolutely. That's the one reason I voted for Trump in the first place is because when I looked at him, I recognized what I saw. I don't like Trump. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a good person. But then again, how many people that are capable of running countries are good people? That's not a real thing. And who cares if you like him or not? You don't need to like him. You don't ever need to speak to him. You just want him to make good decisions for the country. And if he's capable of that, he's got my vote. And Amanda says, exactly, Queen. And yes, Kendra. And Fab Daddy says, have you read his book, The Art of the Deal? No. Mostly because I'm not interested in real estate. Kendra says, martial law is coming and we'll all know it To run a country sometimes you have to be an asshole. True. Fab Daddy says, oops, I meant art of the deal. I knew what you meant. Amy Elizabeth says, I'm speaking. Sound familiar? Yeah, that was great. That was a great line from Trump. Excuse me. It's my turn to talk. Sound familiar? And then he said something a second time. He said, excuse me, quiet please. And she shut up. And everybody saw that. And I think that was Trump showing the world that even in this situation, he was in charge. And she capitulated to him. It's not a good look for Kamala. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box if you love Jake. Also, hit that Cash App, $ Jake Johnson Band, if you so dare. Thank you very much. And Amanda says, LOL, Amy, I loved that. And Kamala, shut up quick, says Kendra. She did. She actually stopped talking, and I didn't expect her to do that. Ren L, welcome to the show. Patty says, I saw writings one day that said, just because you don't see the tanks going down your street doesn't mean they aren't there. True. I'm more concerned about train cars with shackles top and bottom. That's a real thing. Amanda says, hi, Ren L, welcome. Amy says, 19 viewers and only 9 likes. Hit that thumbs up button, everybody. Yeah, that means 10 people don't give a damn whether or not I succeed. Somebody had to do it. I am the chosen one, says Peppa Pig. Fab Daddy says he didn't like the dig of his audience leaving from boredom. Oh, you wouldn't either. I wouldn't like that either. He did react a little bit childishly, but, you know Trump has an ego. They know it too, which is why they baited him with that question. Wing Wong, welcome to the show. Did you know that 2 Wongs don't make a white? I'm just saying. It's sad to see the state of our country at the moment. All I wish is to see our country and our citizens prosper. That's a good wish, Wing Wong. Fab Daddy says, hook, line, and sinker. Well, if that's all it takes to please you, I think you might have a different agenda than I do. Amanda says, hi, Wing Wong, welcome. Wing Wong, welcome. Wheelie. Queen Bird says the deep state loves him because she shuts up and follows them. Probably on her knees most of the time. Ooh. Loves Kamala Harris. I got it. Amanda says, right, Queen, on her knees is how she got where she is today. That's harsh. Coming from a chick, too. Aaron, what's up, my brother? He says, good to see you again, Mr. Jake. Good to see you, too, Aaron. Amanda says, hi, Aaron, turkey smile. Patty says, smiley, smiley. And Kendra says, Trump just needs to stay off Twitter, or I'm sorry, X, this go around. I don't know. For as much as people talk trash about his tweets, they seem to work in his favor most of the time. Aaron says, hey, Amanda Hammer. Amy says, Wasco-wee wabbit. Wasco-wee wabbit. The Wasco-wee wabbit Wing Wong, welcome. Wing Wong says, stay strong, my fellow Americans. The storm will pass. Thank you, Wing Wong. Appreciate that. And Amanda says, Trump train, MAGA 2024. Woo. As long as that train don't have shackles on it. I'm just saying. He is not impervious to wrongdoing, by the way. I'm not a sycophant, nor am I a cheerleader or an apologist. In fact, I'm quite unapologetic. Hopefully it won't derail, says Amy. Hopefully. Hopefully they won't derail it. you know, Democrats are out there right now putting pennies all over the track, hoping that they can get a little spark going. Probably out there with a hacksaw. Patty says that's right. Fab Daddy says, you won't like this, but I'm not voting Trump. I don't have to like it, Fab Daddy. It's your American right to vote for whoever you so choose. However, if you don't vote for Trump, you can expect more of the same of what's going on right now, because it's your party that's doing that. So, if I was you, I'd get on the right side of history and do the right thing whether you like it or not, because it's better for the country. But if you can't see that far ahead, then you vote for whoever you think is right. That's not going to bother me one bit. I would be more offended if you didn't vote at all, because that would mean you're complaining about something you don't have a dog in the fight over. Kendra says, he is no saint by far, but he is a much better candidate than Kamala is. I agree, 100%. And Amanda says, Demorats. Rat. Worse of what's going on in WW3. Yeah, it'll get worse. Queen Bird says, Wing Wong, if the crooks aren't held accountable soon, it'll be a while till it passes. True. Fab Daddy says, that's an assumption. What's an assumption? That your party is the one that's doing the bad stuff? No, that's not an assumption, Fab Daddy. That's called proven fact. Look around. Amy says, the Nazis used rhetoric like calling the Jews vermin and insects. I don't want to repeat history, but rather learn from it. Don't say rats. The more you know. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Amy. That everything will be the same. No, I didn't say it would be the same. I said it would get worse. And also, that's not an assumption. You don't seem to understand or have a grasp on what's actually happening here, what's actually on the ballot. It ain't good. You're staring down the barrel of the end of America. If you don't believe that, you just hold on a couple more years, you'll see. It'll be too late to do the right thing then, though. Kendra Wood says, if he can help with health care and the price of medication, he's damn sure has my vote. Well, I don't know whether he's going to be able to do that or not, because they got that pretty wrapped up in the Obamacare thing. I don't know if it can get much better than it is already. But he can damn sure help with lowering gas prices, and that will allow people to start moving more freely, trucks and such, which will in turn make it easier to get goods to the locations that they're going, which in turn will allow them to lower prices. So all prices come down from gas. And he can definitely do that. He can also put tariffs on foreign things coming into the country. He can also create jobs. Just his presence makes the stock market go up. We saw that in 2016, or whenever he ran for president. I think it was 2016. The point is, the whole time he was in office, stock market was hitting the roof. The whole time. The day he left office, it crashed. Patty says, we don't need anyone that doesn't want to be with us. Vote for the woman. We don't need anyone that doesn't want to be with us. Vote for the woman. Never. Peppa Pig says, okay, so it's late, so I'm going to go. I'll be in the next stream. That's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Come on, hang out with us, Peppa. Fab Daddy says the only winners this election will be the corporate puppet masters pulling the strings. Yeah, if you vote Democrat, that's absolutely true. Amanda says, and to take away private health care and make Medicare to leading insurance will cost the Americans $32 trillion. That's ridiculous. Yes. Aaron says, I like to hear the debate. I get educated about the view from both sides, and I appreciate this. Thank you, Aaron. Fab Daddy says, later, Peppa Pig. And Amanda says, good night, Peppa. By the way, if you guys hadn't checked out the new Facebook page, link is in the chat. Go check it out. Go sign up. It's free. And keep up with everybody here that's going to be over there. And keep up with all things Untethered Live Universe right there on Untethered Live's Facebook page. Untethered Live Family, I think it is. Peppa Pig says, good night, Amanda. And Queen Bird says, Amy, the education institutions have not taught history for the past 15 plus years, and the upcoming adults don't know about the rhetoric of the Nazis. This is true, unfortunately. Amanda says, Kamala is the biggest puppy. Puppet. Yeah. Fab Daddy says, for either party. I'm sorry, you're wrong about that. Just as the first time around, whether you like Trump or not, he is a wild card and they do not control him. That should interest you. The fact that it doesn't means you've been listening to the wrong people. Because like it or not, Trump is not bought and paid for. That may be the only redeeming quality he has, but he is not bought and paid for. Amy says, I vote on policy, and it's not football game or prom king or queen. There's too much at stake. I agree. Fab Daddy says, RNC and DNC are both bought. True. The RNC is not running Donald Trump. Right now, Trump is in the process of a hostile takeover of the RNC. You understand what that means? That means that everything that came before that, he's trying to change it. Well, now, whether he will succeed or not, I don't know. But his daughter-in-law is now currently heading the RNC. That happened a month or two ago. And the girl that was in charge got kicked out. I can't remember her name now, but she went directly to MSNBC and got a job. If that'll tell you anything. Amanda says, ain't nobody buying Trump. This is true. Fab Daddy says, that's false, Amanda. What evidence do you have of that? It is not false. That's the reason they're trying to kill him, is because he can't be bought. What's MC and DNC? Oh, RNC is a Republican National Convention, and DNC is Democratic National Convention. Aaron, hope that helps. Amanda says, what I just said. Amy says what I just said. Aaron says, oh. Fab Daddy says Trump lost the last election. He can't stand losing so much that he is a poor sport. Well, he didn't lose to start with. He got more votes than any Republican ever in that election. And there are not 81 million voters on the other side currently living. That's my opinion. Go look at it yourself and see what you think if you look at it honestly. But you've got to understand how votes actually work in order to make that determination. It's a lot more than just counting the votes that are cast. It has to do with certain areas. That's why they're called battleground states. They're actually important in directing what the Electoral College finally decides. There's 13 people that actually decide who the president's going to be. It's not based on popular vote. Amanda says, this is true, Fab. He is his own man, and nobody controls him. He can and will not be bought. This is true. Aaron says, so, when they sat for the Republic... when they said for the republic for which it stands, that's what they mean? No. The republic is the type of country that we live in. We live in a constitutional republic, meaning we have freedoms that are established by that document called the Constitution. And those freedoms are inalienable. They cannot be changed by the government. It's the people made that decision, and the people live by that decision. The government's job is to support that Constitution, not to change it, which is what they're engaged in currently. So when they say to the republic for which it stands, meaning the flag, because that's what you're talking about is the pledge to the flag, they're talking about the republic, the constitutional republic of the United States of America, which is where you live. This is not now, nor has it ever been, a democracy. Democracies are the opposite of freedom. The best life. Welcome to the show. Wish Trump was stronger on Second Amendment. Yeah, me too. Welcome to the show, best life. Amanda says, he was robbed of the last election. I'd be pissed off too. Don't you get pissed off when someone steals from you, Fab Daddy? Yes, he did lose. No, he didn't lose. He was outwitted. You could say that. He was outplayed. You could say that. You can't say he lost. Again, that's my opinion. You go look at it and you tell me what you think. But look at it honestly. Quinn DeLuna. He lost. Quit lying. I'm not lying, Quinn. You're going to stand up to the microphone, you better have something valuable to say. And not calling me a liar is the way to start doing that. I'm not a liar. Stop believing his lie. Well, there you go, Fab Daddy. I'm not a liar. It isn't his lie. I didn't ask Trump whether he won the election or not. I watched it happen. I know what I'm looking at. You come to me to hear things that are true. Remember that. And if you don't, you need to reconsider. Dana says, the first step to ... Amanda says, hi, Quinn, welcome. Dana says, the first step to tyranny, hang on, my chat jumped, is censorship. Who is currently engaged in censorship? That would be the current White House. So, and Amy says, what lie, Fab Daddy? And Quinn. F21, welcome to the show. He says, do you think that Trump lives up to the values of the Republican Party? No, because Trump's not a Republican. He never was. He's running on a Republican ticket, but he's more libertarian in his belief systems and a little bit Democrat, depending on what you're talking about. But regardless of that, he is the right guy for the job, because the whole idea behind a two-party system is to shoot down the middle somewhere so that everybody can be a little bit happy and a little bit dissatisfied. That's a good negotiation, and anybody who's got any common sense knows that. So this right-wing, left-wing thing ain't never going to be good for the country, regardless of which side you're on. It's the same thing either which way you look at it. What you need is somebody down the middle, like Trump. The reason people hate Trump mostly is because the news tells them to, and they believe that nonsense. But the real reason that people hate Trump is because they can't control him by paying him, because he does things that goes against the global initiative. He's worried about keeping America, America. None of the people at the top are worried about that. They're worried about other things bigger than America. And you can't seem to see it. Not you personally, just you in general. Fab Daddy, saying there's no proof for that is like saying there's no proof for God. I could show you proof all day long, and you would choose to not believe it. I can show you proof of that too. There's a lot of proof. You just don't want to see it. And by the way, F2I or F21, whatever that is, F21, I'm guessing, I'm not for the Republican Party. I'm not a Republican. I think they are largely bought and paid for, just like the Democratic Party is. And the higher ups, there's a few of them in there that I like, but for the most part, the ones that are doing the shot calling, They don't seem to have America's best interest at heart. So I'm kind of glad he doesn't live up to their expectations. And by the way, calling it a lie suggests that you believe the other side, which means you're the one engaged in lying. And Amanda says, hi, F21, welcome. Kendra says, he hasn't lied. He just said the truth and people disagreed with him. Thank you, Kendra. Amphib D12, welcome. It's a democracy. Cry about it. It's not a democracy. You're a moron. Read the Constitution. I don't cry. Double tap the live, says Queen Bird. Thank you. Hit that like button. Amphib D12 says Trump only got his right ear pierced. Gay. Yeah. I'd like to see you pull it off. By the way, Amphib, it's gay if you choose to have your right ear pierced. He didn't choose. Amy Elizabeth says, we're a republic, not a democracy. It's a representative republic. Exactly. Amanda says, hi, Amphib, welcome. Aaron says, I have so much to learn about politics. I know how you feel, Aaron. I was there, too. I had to really pay attention a while back, years ago. Patty says gaslighting. Who's gaslighting, Patty? Queen Bird says, we have the same tactics behind put in place as 2020. No ID and a multitude of new voters. Yeah. Kendra says, he has already had 2 of his indictments in Georgia dismissed by a judge, hasn't he? Yeah. And also, the one in New York is going to be dismissed also. They've already postponed the sentencing until after the election, which means they fully expect him to win and pardon himself. Amphib says, hello. Ah, yes. I will be respectful to Confederate Trump, who wants to destroy the country I served. Roger that. You served in what way, Amphib? He's a flip-flopper. Well, you'd have to show me that, because I've been listening to him since he first ran for office, and I've never heard him go back on anything that he said. I've heard him say some things he didn't accomplish, but it wasn't because he didn't try. It was because everybody on every team was against him while he tried it. So, that's not flip-flopping, that's failing. And you will be respectful, because if you're not respectful, you'll get booted out of here. Roger that. Amanda says, Kamala is the flip-flopper. You can hear that in one interview. OMG, be respectful. OMG, I call the shots here, not you. Patty says, he said that going in the gate. I hate Confederators such as Trump. Well, Trump's not a Confederate, so you probably hate something you don't understand at all. China and Russia paid him in and out the butt. Amphibian. And I'm calling you amphibian because you are a fish. No, they didn't. You dingbat. Stop watching MSDNC. Amanda says, Amphibian, who you telling to be respectful? Amphibian says, yo mama, mom and dad, 2024. Watch this, Amphibian. Goodbye. Aaron says, careful, Amp. Not too late now. Sucks to be you. You had a shot. Amy says, probably me, Amanda. I retracted my comment. Nah, you're good. And let that be a lesson to all of you newcomers, which you are welcome. And you can say whatever you want, even if I disagree with it. The rules are, watch your mouth and be respectful. That's it. You can have your opinion. But what you can't do is come in here talking trash around all these ladies, because I won't put up with that. And also, you can expect a little back talk when you come in here talking trash, because I'm smarter than you are. And you're going to figure that out. Aaron says, thank you, they're gone. If they served, they should know better. They were just trolling, trying to get some attention. I hate it when people say things that are clearly nonsense and believe it. Nate says, I was just getting ready to tell Amp not to mess with the banhammer or push Jake in a disrespectful way. There is a respect in this chat, good, bad, or indifferent. Thank you, Nate. And like I said, and a lot of people like to accuse me of kicking people out because I disagree with them. That's not true at all. And you know that if you've ever spent any time here. I'll put up with a lot of things I don't agree with because it's your right to say it. But I am very protective of the chat, and I don't like people talking trash in front of the ladies. And apparently my chat jumped, so I got to scroll back up. Fab Daddy says, I should have stayed silent after the comment. Helps with the bold pressure. Be kind. What are you talking about? Dead voters, Queen. I guess I missed one. Nope, I didn't miss one. No, Fab Daddy, you can say whatever you want, sir. Blood pressure. Oh, it helps with the blood pressure to stay quiet. Well, you know, if you're going to say things that are nonsense, I can see why that would make your blood pressure raise. It's not bothering me at all. I'm going to sleep like a baby tonight. Queen Bird says, I'll subscribe. I got to go, folks. I have a great night. Well, have a great night to you, Queen Bird, and thank you for the subscription, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock right here, Untethered Live. Amanda says, what was he actually charged with, Amphibian? Amphibian doesn't know. I'll put money on that right now. See, I do bet, Fab Daddy. Only on things I'm sure of. Amanda says, good night, Queen. And Amanda says, Amphibian, there are ladies here. Watch how you talk. And that's the last time you're going to get that warning, and I'll boot you out of here. Oh, already got booted out. Okay, good. I see how the chat jumped now. I got it. I'm back. Aaron says, clown bus. Short bus is more like it. Amy says, what's really sad is that social media has so many people addicted to it, they get dopamine responses to conflict. Yeah, there is a large uptick that I've noticed lately. I've been around since chats began, right? I was there when they first started doing the internet thing and people went to chat rooms and such on AOL. I've never seen this before until recently, until the last year or so, couple of years. That people will come into a chat room and immediately lead with something depressing like, my mom has cancer, pray for me, or something like that. What is that all about? Why would a total stranger come into a room full of total strangers and say something intensely personal like that? For what? Attention? Pity? Are you not getting hugged? Is that what's going on? I don't understand that trend, but there's a lot of people doing it these days. Amanda says, right, Amy? Aaron says, Amanda, nice to everyone. They picked the wrong one. F21 says, respect your opinion, even if we disagree. Thank you, and likewise. But that isn't what makes this country great. First Amendment is what makes this country great. And I agree. And you have the right to say anything you want. But you also have the right to get punched in the nose if you say it to the wrong person. So, I'm not a censor. I'm not censoring amphibian, if that's what you're getting at. I'm simply protecting my own interest by not allowing garbage to be spewed in a place where we're trying to have an actual legitimate conversation. That being said, I will not kick you out for saying something I disagree with. I will not kick you out for saying something I don't like. I will kick you out for saying something that's disrespectful to the ladies or repeating yourself, knowing that I'm not going to get a good conversation out of you. If you're just taking up space, I'll kick you out for that too. But you are safe here if you just disagree or if you just want to have a debate. If you want to have an intense argument, that's fine. You won't get kicked out for that. But thank you for the respect, and I respect you as well. Nate says 100%, Amy. Keyboard warriors are a real thing these days. And Amanda says, right, F21. Fab Daddy says, I can attest to Jake's ability to differ with opinions. But if you can't be kind, you get booted. Thank you, Fab Daddy. Walker Vidor 2 says, sup, G? Sup, dog? West Side. Welcome to the show, Walker. Walker says, I'm getting angry on little things nowadays. I'm worried I would get in big trouble due to this. How can I overcome it? That's a good question, Walker. Breathe. Here's the thing you need to master. And I'll tell you right up front, this will help you. Think before you speak. It's that simple. Don't let anything come across your lips unless you've thought it through and know what the outcome will vaguely be. And that will help you immensely. That will control your anger. That will control your impulsiveness. That will control you getting in trouble. Think first. Look before you leap. Takes some getting used to, but you can do it. Amanda says, hi, Walker, welcome. Aaron says, do you remember Yahoo Chat, Jake? I do. I used to be on Yahoo Chat years and years and years and years ago. Matter of fact, I still have a Yahoo email address. I just don't ever use it. I remember AOL Chat. I remember BBSs. My first website was a BBS. Amanda says, AOL Chat make you feel old, LOL. Monochrome green screens with text makes you feel old. I mean Messenger. Yeah, I remember AOL Messenger. Yahoo Messenger. I now use Facebook Messenger because it's easy and everybody seems to have it, so. Amanda says, LOL, Aaron, AOL was first. Well, no, it was biggest. And it was before Yahoo, but it wasn't first. ICQ was before AOL. You don't know nothing about that, do you? Aaron says, AOL, those little CDs. Yes. Fab Daddy says, simps, those looking for sympathy. You think that's what that is? It's a weird thing. I've never seen anything like it. People just looking for pity. I would never do something like that. Aaron says, Trail run. Out, get new discs. Haha. Amanda says, oh, yes, but a CD for internet? Well, it wasn't for the internet. It was for the program that got you on the internet was on the CD. So you installed it on your computer, and then the computer could get on the internet. What you didn't know at that time was that you already had the program to get on the internet, but what was on the CD was AOL's version of it, and they would replace that and put it on your desktop so you could get access to it, and only through AOL could you get on the internet, which is why most people thought AOL was the internet. No. You can build a dialer from the control panel and get on the internet directly, your computer to the internet, which makes you a node of the internet, which bypasses all the AOL stuff, and it's faster and more reliable. And so if you knew that, you didn't need that AOL disk. There's a lot of things about your computer that you don't know, and if you only did know, you'd have a lot more control over it. Buy a CD for internet? Yep. Fab Daddy says, spam not allowed. Correct. Aaron says, it was blue. I remember AOL. Or I remember LOL, sorry. Amy says, I'm having pepperoni, salami, and mozzarella cheese, olives, and crackers for dinner. Sounds good. Walter Davis, what's up, my brother? Good evening, everybody. Aaron says, Amy, eat good. Amanda says, I am a nice person. Bullshit. Excuse me. I am a nice person, and I will give you chances, but I'm not going to take any bullshit, says Amanda. Same here. Amanda says, hi, Walter. Monkey Juice says, what I miss? Oh, nothing. Someone get booted? Yes. Someone got booted for being a moron, saying things that were disrespectful. Don't talk about nobody's mama, that's what I'm saying. Keep the battle between us. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box. Also, hit that Cash App, $ Jake Johnson Band, if you want to. I appreciate that. And Amanda says, yep, monkey. Fab Daddy says, why do cows walk on hooves? Because they lack toes. Nice. Dakota Wright says, hi, my friend. Hi, Dakota. We were just talking about you. Amanda says, hi, Dakota. What it is? What's up, brother? He says, what's wrong with shit idiots? Nothing. Aaron says, LOL, Fab Daddy. That was pretty good. And Walter Davis says, hi, everybody. Hey, Walter. How you doing? And what it is? How you doing? How's your weekend? Monkey Juice says, must have been bad. Well, it wasn't too bad, but, you know. Some people have trunk derangement syndrome. And it shows. And Dakota says, hi, Amanda. Amanda says, hi, what it is. And hi, Dakota. Walter says, all per MySpace. Or I prefer MySpace. Yep, I like MySpace better than I like Facebook, and I don't understand why Facebook won out because it was garbage. I do understand because the CIA was backing it, but I always thought MySpace was a better platform. Aaron says, Dragon Magically Speaking was the first Alexa. Sorta. Actually, Macintosh was the first Alexa because you used to program your computer so that you could talk to it by using a word like Alexa or computer, and then it would respond to your commands. But most people didn't know how to turn that feature on, but it was in the old Macintoshes. That was before Dragon Speaking Naturally. Amanda says, I like my Alexa, LOL. I have mixed feelings. I don't like inanimate objects that tell me what to do. Dakota says, hi, Amy. And Amanda says, you used to buy AOL CDs for internet time. Yep, people did that. And Walter's, and I never bought any. They were sent to us in the mail. Walter David says, back then, there was nowhere to go. Amy says, dial. Yes. Remember that? Yes, I speak modem. Aaron says you could type to text on the PC, but I used it as a hotkey opener and could voice control. Cool. What it is says, you know where you find sympathy in the dictionary between syphilis and shit? Well, shit starts with an SH and syphilis starts with a SY, so they would be very far apart. But I agree with you. Probably also find it between Seagrams and salt. Dakota says, how is your evening going? So far, so good. Amanda says, I hated dial-up. Amy says, dial-up. Someone gets on the phone and you have to start all over. You know what I hated about dial-up? Trying to look at porn. Because it goes one line at a time. It's very slowly downloading pictures. Hardly ever got to the titties. A lot of people, a lot of teenagers were weirdly attracted to hair in those days. That's all I'm saying. Aaron says, that noise was awful. Yes, it was. It took 1 week to download a song. Yes. Amanda says, ugh, well, damn, Jake. I am a nice person usually. You are a nice person, unless it's on a day that ends with Y. Amy says, hi, Dakota. And Dakota says, hi, Jake. Hi, Dakota. How are you? How's your evening going, Amy Elizabeth? Says Dakota. Aaron says, remember Napster and Kazaa? Yes, I do. I use those things. And LimeWire and lots and lots of other things. Amy says, dragon milk comes from short cows. Yep. Chocolate milk comes from brown cows, says Amanda. Amy says, pre-MySpace. Pre-MySpace, not prefer MySpace. Got it. What it is says, hello, everyone. What's up? What it is? Good to see you. Amanda says, pre-MySpace. I got it. Good gracious. Dakota says, hi, what it is? And Amanda says, Enterprise was the first talking computer, LOL. Nope. No, it wasn't. Aaron says, Jake just said what typed about the hotkeys config from voice. That's cool. Fab Daddy says, did the Enterprise computer talk? I was thinking it was HAL from 2001. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a talking computer on Lost in Space, too. There may have been one on, what's the guy's name with the blonde hair? I can't remember. Flash Gordon. There might have been one on Flash Gordon. I can't remember. They talked way before that. They did. Dakota says, hi, Fab Daddy. Aaron says, IBM made a Mac server that did it. Cool. Amanda says, yes, Fab. In the original, the computer talked. Yes, it did. But HAL in 2001 did also. It was also made in 1969. Fab Daddy says, hi, Dakota. Dakota says, how was your evening going, Fab Daddy? Fab Daddy says, good. I just watched a good movie, The Funeral Kings. Dakota says, I'm doing good. I'm off today and tomorrow. Excellent. Amanda says, ugh, well, damn. I feel the love tonight. Can't you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh, no. Fab Daddy says, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend, Fab Daddy. Dakota says, hi, Patty. Aaron says, Knight Rider Kit talked. Good show. Exactly, but that was in the 80s. What it is the babies these days are growing up computer compatible. I agree. Amanda says, hell yeah, Aaron, I loved Kit. Remember Kit's evil twin brother? Car? They should have named it Cat. They missed an opportunity. Kit and Cat. But they named it Car. K-A-R-R. Remember that? The evil Kit. Amanda says, Kit is why my love of Trans Ams started. Well, that would be weird because Kit was not a Trans Am. Are you going to do any music tonight, says Dakota. No, ma'am. Tonight is Politi-tics. We're talking political stuff tonight. And apparently movies. I'll do some music for you Monday night, though. Wednesday night. I suppose I could play a song for you, though. Here you go. This is just for you, Dakota.
Skies and fireworks, people laugh, people flirt all night long. But I just stare. So I drove down to the local bar where people come in their fancy cars and play their games. But I just stare. Then I saw you sitting there, all alone in that empty chair right next to you. I fell in love, oh baby. Boy, I hope you understand that I'm not a girl that needs a man. I got my life and all my plans, and if you were there, you'd just be in my way. And girl, it ain't gotta be like this. I'd give you everything for just one kiss. I don't care what you say, I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Elizabeth, you take my breath away. At that bar where we first met, you smiled at me and my palms got wet, and you just looked away. But I just stayed. You said, been in love and it never works. I always end up getting hurt, and I ain't doing that no more. There ain't no way. Oh no, 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 no. You stood up to say goodbye, grabbed your hand with a tear in my eye, and I just walked away. But you just stayed. But you looked down and you took my hand and said, boy, I hope you understand that I'm not a girl that needs a man. I got my life and all my plans, and if you were there, you'd just be in my way. Girl, it ain't gotta be like this. I'd give you everything but just one kiss, and I don't care what you say. I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Elizabeth, you take my breath away.
All right, that's just for you guys. The link I put in the top of the chat is a link to my album. It's free. It's yours. Go download it if you like to have it. Only thing I ask is that you share it with somebody. What it is AI sex toys and AI women. What's next? Maybe AI mortgage payers. Aaron says, oh yeah. Dakota says, okay, sounds good. And Amanda says, also, it's a Trans Am. Well, I stand corrected. It was a Trans Am. It's a two-door coupe. It looked weird, though. I think it was the spoiler that had me confused. Aaron says. And Amanda says, Nate, be ready. Oh, yeah, baby. Walter says, I got one of my kids a Firebird with a 5-speed. Really fun car to drive. About 1990-ish. Nice. I've had a Trans Am before. Fab Daddy says, I read something disturbing about our youth. They're using the word gay in schools and don't think about it. Why is that disturbing? Our youth did it too. Everything was gay. Amy says, I like the General Lee. Amy, I knew you had good taste. There's nothing in this world sexier than a Dodge Charger circa 1969. Although it was a 72, but still. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Nate. Thanks for the jams, boss man. I appreciate that, Nate. Here you go.
VJ, now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, VJ,
yeah,
my best friend, right through it all, VJ. If I die before I wake,
VJ. Thank you. Thank you for feeding Jake. Aaron said, I had one that was red. My Trans Am was red too. And Amanda said, my favorite, Amy. And Amy says, linked. Thanks, Jake. You're welcome. It's yours. Enjoy. Amanda said, Jake's album is pinned at the top of the chat. Y'all go check it out. And Amy Elizabeth beat us all to the punch. She said, oh, no. When did Jake write this song? I'm just curious, asked Aaron. 2000. Amanda said, I'd give you everything for just one kiss. Mwah. And then Amanda says, I think about 20 years or so ago, Aaron. That'd be correct. And Nate says, oh, no. He got it before Amanda, but Amy beat us all to it. Way to go, Nate. Way to go, Amy. And Amanda says, oh, no, heart. What it is, what do you call Kamala Harris buried up to her neck in sand just like a lawyer? Not enough sand. And Nate says, what do you call her? Amanda says, LOL, Nate. Way off, but you beat me to it. Amy says, I said it first. Nah. And Nate said, to me, that's when it played on my phone, LOL. I tried, darn it. And Amanda said, I got it in the right spot, LOL. Timing is everything, LOL. Aaron says, Elizabeth must be nice if Jake wrote her a song. Well, I wouldn't know. Never met her. And Amy said, yeah, you did. Smiley face. Amanda says, Nate, how many times did you listen to it to get close? LOL. Not enough, Amanda, says Nate. Amanda says, her name was actually Allison. Look at you knowing the lore of my songs. Fantastic. Aaron says she must be great. Thank you, Nate, for the $10 super chat. Amanda says Jake will tell you the story behind the song. Sure. Amy says thanks, Nate, and Amanda says woohoo, Nate, thanks, man. Fab Daddy says I don't care what you say. I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Johnson, you took my breath away. Aw. Thank you, Fab Daddy. Aaron replied, Feed Jake is my favorite. It's mine too. Amanda said, LOL, Fab. And Amy says, I finally got a title for my Harley. Awesome. That's fantastic. Amanda says, awesome, Amy. You gonna learn to ride it? You gonna get out there and sport around? Amy says, the Fiero was the poor man's Trans Am. Yes, I actually had a Fiero for a few days. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was like driving a go-kart. I had one of the original Fieros, you know, the one that looked like the Ferrari. It's like a little miniature Ferrari. And I did love it. It was fast, too. It was all rotted out. Aaron says, what was the show with the Trans Am and Burt Reynolds? That would be Eastbound and Down, Smokey and the Bandit. I never cared for his acting, but I remember people watching that show. It wasn't about his acting, it was about his mustache, just so you know. Amanda says, LOL, Amy, Fiero was a fun car. Cannonball Run? No. It was in Cannonball Run, but they're talking about Smokey and the Bandit. Amanda says, yes, Amy. Dakota says, hi, Nate. And Dakota says, yes. And Nate says, hang on, I lost it. Nate says, hey, Dakota. And Amanda says, that was Smokey and the Bandit, Aaron. Dakota says, how is your evening going, Nate? Fab Daddy says, I liked it because Sally Fields was hot. And yes, she was. She was a firecracker in those days. And there is a movie where she gets naked, by the way. And I've seen it 100 times. She was very cute. That was every man's idea of the girl next door in those days. For sure. She was not that cute when she got older, though. But she was that young. Aaron says, yep, that car became iconic. They're bringing it back with him. With who? Amanda says, that movie made the Trans Am popular. Sally had a smile always. Yes, she did. Right turn, Clyde, says Amy. Clint Eastwood. Yep. I forget the name of that movie, but I remember it. Or was that in the name of the movie, Right Turn, Clyde? Something about Clyde, anyway. A little orangutan. Amanda says, LOL, Amy, and Aaron says, Bert, they're doing a reboot. Really? That does not surprise me. Unfortunately. If you want to see that kind of car movie and a 1-to-1 remake of Smokey and the Bandit that's modern, go to John Schneider's website. And on there, he's got a website that sells his movies. I can't remember the name of it right now, something DVD. But go to John Schneider's website and you'll find it. And his latest movie, and I believe it's called, I can't remember what it's called. It's one word, I think. But anyway, it is a remake of Smokey and the Bandit done in modern times. I think you'll like it. Amanda says, I'm mad they stopped making the Trans Am. They stopped making all cars that were cool. Nate says, good, Dakota. I'm on my way home from Arkansas. 24-hour drive to Maine. And I'm sleeping in Belleville, Ohio tonight. I'll be home tomorrow after 12 more hours of driving, LOL. How about you, Dakota? Dakota says, that was the movie. Amy says, Every Which Way But Loose. That's the name of the movie. Aaron says, I want Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. That's a good car, too. Good Mustang. Mustang Shelby. Aaron, Fab Daddy says, best car chase scene in movies has to be the Blues Brothers. I'd have to agree with you there. Actually, the best car chase scene is probably the movie Bullet, which is the inspiration, one of the inspirations for Dukes of Hazzard. Speaking of the Dukes of Hazzard, did you guys know that the Dukes of Hazzard was based on a movie? Did you know that? I think it's called Moon Runners or something like that. Moon Runner or Moon Chasers. Anyway, the car's blue and there's one guy instead of two, but all the elements for the Dukes of Hazzard is in that movie. John says, hi, y'all. I love Convoy. That's a good movie, too. Dakota says, I'm off today and tomorrow, Nate. Amy Elizabeth says, I know what movie you're talking about. I can't remember it either. And Dakota says, hi, John. And Amanda says, hi, John. And Amy says, lock up your car if you're staying in Ohio. Amen. Dakota says, yes, I did. Lock up your cat, not car. Lock up your cat if you're staying in Ohio. If you're worried about the cat getting eaten or the car getting stolen. Either way, lock it up. Nate says, I did, Amy. I have as much money and tools in it as the truck is worth, LOL. Wow. Aaron says, Daisy Dukes was a hazard. Distraction. Yes. Daisy's Dukes were a distraction. And what a distraction they were. That's another girl didn't age too well. John says, hi, everyone. Sending all love. Hey, John. Good to see you. Amanda says, LOL, Aaron. Amy Elizabeth says, convoy. This here's the rubber ducky. Got your ears on? Come on back. What's your big 1020? Fab Daddy says, hi, John. I remember those days with fondness. Those days are gone. Nate says, I know we're not supposed to bring firearms across state lines, but I just don't go anywhere without my iron. At least I should be safe. Amen, Nate. And you keep that little piece of information to yourself unless you need to share it with somebody, and in which case, share it repeatedly. Aaron says, yeah, Jake, she wrinkled like a bailed up trash bag. She got big, too. Her and Tanya Tucker. What a shame. Both of them were very attractive young ladies. Walter says, old laws don't follow laws. Outlaws don't follow laws, just saying. Right. Outlaws. Yeah, they don't follow laws. Dakota says, hi, Nate, be safe. Yes, please do be safe and get home safely. And then hit me up and let me know you got there. Fab Daddy says, Second Amendment shall not be infringed. Amen. Unless a Democrat's in office, and then they're going to infringe the hell out of it. Amy says, I lost mine in a boating accident. Dakota says, amen. Aaron says, lost what? Firearm. Walter Davis says, laws of God matters. Laws of man, not so much. Amen, Walter. Aaron says, oh, dang. Pew, pew. Amy says, pew, pew. That's what she lost in the boating accident. Well, you need to replace that. I have 2 or 3 of them just laying around everywhere. Just in case. And I'm not even scared. But no matter where I'm at, I can reach my arm out and grab one. I can tell you that. I'd fire my arm, but it would just show up Monday. Amen, brother. Walter says, I got a boat if anyone needs a accident. I hear you. Somebody please go spend the night on Walter's boat. Amanda says, LOL, Aaron. And Nate says, LOL, Aaron. Fab Daddy says, I'll tell the judge that, Walter, next time I am in front of him or her. Yes, Walter has a boat. That's the accident I was in. One day I'm going to sleep on that boat. Mark my words. Then I'm going to play guitar on the deck of it. Speaking of guitars, those 2 new guitars that I got, the Telecaster and the Marvel Hollow Body, I got them intonated the other night, so now they're playing very beautifully and in tune. Lovely. For those of you keeping up with that drama. Nate says, Walter and his faulty boots. Walter says, I say whatever needs saying. I say whatever needs saying. Yep. And Amanda says, if the boat is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. Aaron says, boat guitar live would be cool. That's what I plan on doing. I might even video it. Dakota says, nice. Yeah, I kind of owe Walter one, so he's getting a concert on the boat at some point. Amanda says, I'd like to be on Walter's boat and chill with Linda. That'd be fun. That would be fun. I think Linda's here somewhere. Unless she fell asleep. She hadn't said nothing in a while, but I'm pretty sure I remember her coming in. Walter says, boat didn't even get opened this summer. Well, we need to fix that. Nate says, I'd pay to watch said boat concert. Well, if I do one, it'll probably be free. But, you know. Walter says, too busy on the farm. I know how that is, Walter. Dakota says, me too. Well, thank y'all very much. Pay me now. Instead of then, you can get the concert for free. I'm just kidding. No, there is a plan in place. I just don't know when it's going to happen yet. Aaron says the boat flag should say Feed Jake. I can arrange that. Dakota says, hi, Walter. Fat Daddy says, I would love a good farm or a good farm to fork dinner with Walter. Farm to fork. Walter says we could hang a P.O. Amy app banner and do a harbor concert. I like it. A pay app. We could hang a pay app and do a harbor concert. Yeah, we could do that. I'm down. I'm down to play that game. I got lots of good music we could play. That would be kind of fun, actually. We'd have to figure out a way to get some power out there so I could be heard, though. If it's got a generator, that'll work. If not, we might have to run a drop cord from the slip yard. Nate says, I know an electrician, right? A few big speakers, we can do it, says Walter. I only need 2. A jack very solar powered, says Aaron. That might work. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available, y'all. So, also, CashApp, Jake Johnson Band. $ Jake Johnson Band. Thank you. Dakota says, I was off today, but they called me in. That was quick. Amy says, P.O. Amy, I feel special. I'm a typo. Walter says, we got the generator on the engine and a big inverter. We can run the sound system. Well, it's a small sound system. It don't take much, but if you got an inverter, that's perfect. I have a small sound system I can use. I have a big one, too, but we won't need much on that. A couple of little speakers and a little mixing board, 6-channel mixing board. That's all I need. It can be done. Speaking of getting things done, it's time for me to go to bed because I got to get up and burn some limbs tomorrow. All right, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and other amphibious creatures. Fab Daddy says, I'll bring the piñata. That's nice. I could use some candy. All right. It's time for me to go to bed. Walter says, put a banner between the 2 masts. That would work. He says, Amanda says, good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some Bible study right here on Untethered Live. Aaron says, peace, love, and burnt wood. Thank you. Fab Daddy says, good night. And John says, okay, everybody, good night. Stay safe. Fab Daddy says, 2 and 5. Burn limbs, firearms. Yes, I like it. And Nate says, have a wonderful night, Jake and Untethered Live family. See y'all tomorrow night, if all goes well. Well, stay safe, Nate, and good journey. And I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. Walter says, good night, all. Thanks, Jake, and God bless all. Thank you, Walter. Thank you, and God bless you. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the great conversation and the Discord. I love it. Good Politi-tics tonight. So, we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, right here for some Bible study, and we'll get serious, let the hair up, and get into some word. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.